Greetings! We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack, and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we will be playing Starfinder, which is a science fiction D20 system. If you would like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. If you would like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch and give us a follow in order to be part of our live chat. Okay, today we are going to be playing the next meta plot for Season 6. It's going to be Scenario 03, and it's going to be Project Dawn. So, we've got a few of our members running a little late. Traffic is being unpleasant. There's a lot of construction around, so it makes it a little difficult. But we'll go ahead and get started. So you guys are on Absalom Station.
Cool.
You are in a ship.
I'm at home.
Specifically, you are aboard a vessel, the Ersine, which is currently moored in the docks of Absalom Station. You are planning to meet with Selita on the ship as you go, and you're currently being ushered onto the ship by Captain Argente. Okay. It's not like Selita to meet with a team of Starfinders outside of the Archives Cortex in the Lore Spire complex. Even rarer to schedule that meeting aboard the Ersine, a small tramp freighter fueling up on the docks in a little Akaton. Inside the ship's empty hold, Captain Argente places an encrypted data drive on a table in front of Selita and leaves for the bridge. Moments later, the engines begin their startup sequence, drowning out any escaping sounds or possible electronic eavesdropping in sustained engine noise. Thank you for coming on such short notice, Starfinders, Selita intones. Captain Argente will be ferrying you to Verces. This mission is a silent operation, for reasons you'll soon understand. And any discovery of this operation will be detrimental to the society. Discretion and subtlety are integral. Selita pauses and gazes at each of the assembled Starfinders in turn, ensuring her words are being taken seriously. Last year, a team of Starfinders rescued 4 prisoners of the Adamantine Bastille from assassins hired to eliminate them. While we've endeavored to assist them in reclaiming their lives under Society protection, they've been assisting our investigation into the organization, a powerful player opposing our interests from the shadows. 3 of these former prisoners are scientists who worked for a company on Verces called Dayside Inc. You'll find a portion of their interviews regarding their work at Dayside on the data drive. She gestures at the data drive on the table in front of her. Your job is simple. Get into Dayside Inc., find the incriminating information these scientists talk about in their interviews, and bring it back to me. Operate secretly and avoid discovery. If you are discovered, avoid capture. Get the intel and get out. Based on information the scientists have already provided, we fear that Dayside is a shell corporation for the organization, a public arm of a much larger resource network. Any clue we can find, any connection we can make, and any intel that can protect us from their next steps is more important than the debacle that would befall us should you fail. As the vessel pulls away from its moorings, Selita's form shimmers, and her voice cuts out for a half second, revealing that her presence is only a holographic representation, albeit a believable one. The Ersine is scheduled to pick up cargo in Drest, a major trade and shipbuilding center in Athalo, on Verces, close to Dayside Inc.'s headquarters. Captain Argente is prepared to delay her departure for up to a week to allow you time for your mission. Okay. And here are the interviews. You would like to read
3 of them?
3 different interviews. If you'd like to read them out.
I can attempt to do so. Real quick, though. My corporate agent, Deem Knowledge, allows me to recall knowledge on corporations and executives.
Yep.
I get to reduce the DC by 5.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Okay. I also wanted to let you know that if I don't know the information, I have networking now at 6th level, which means that I can do a diplomacy check to get that information.
Okay.
Basically, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Okay.
All right. Bisserel Surveyor, interview 3A. Excuse my voice if it goes like I'm hitting puberty. I'm just getting over being sick. If I need to be closer, Sarah, let me know. I know you will. This holovid depicts portions of an interview with a male. Oh, shoot. Rikichi. I almost said Wookiee. I was like,
No.
it sounds like the planet that Wookiees are from.
Yeah, Sherrywook.
Yeah.
Kashyyyk.
As he comments and gesticulates in his native language, captioning translates the conversation to common in real time. No. They were never happy. I mean, I probably logged 300 or 400 planets in the vast for these guys. But do you think my boss at Dayside ever said a single positive word my way? No, not once. No matter how rich a planet's resources were, it was never enough. Haven't we all been there? Pretty sure they were looking for one particular resource, but I have no idea what it could be. When I tried to ask, I woke up in the Adamantine Bastille. That's a prison?
That's the prison that you that you guys stopped the assassination attempt.
That's right. You get someone in that server room, and you tell them to download the survey records. You'll see. Dr.
You
Ebony.
can have AJ read if you'd like.
Say again?
You can have AJ read if you need him to.
Oh, I mean, I'm okay. If he wants to, he can.
I can read if you're having a hard time.
Maybe. No, I'm not. It's not a hard time.
I know you're getting over a cold. That's why.
Yeah.
He's getting old.
I was waiting for him to say that shit. I was like, man, AJ. It's like last time we hung out, you were like fucking 12, so shut up.
No, I was like 18. I'm 24 now, so it makes sense.
No, you were younger than that. This was 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, I would have been pushing 16 or 17, just getting out.
Welcome, Ferd.
Hey, Tony, do you want to get him the pre-gens?
All right. Are we on Dr. Even
Yes.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Okay. Joswin says seismologist interview.
He's a seismologist.
Thank you. 12B. This holovid depicts portions of an interview with a mild-aged human female. She wears a pair of thin glasses on the bridge of her nose and talks to her interview with an air of outrage and her previous captors. Look, I'm a seismologist. I study earthquakes and other tectonic events. My research should be used to help people escape catastrophic, not endanger them. So what did they do with my work? That's right! They weaponized it. And the day I figured it out, I quit. Never mind it to be my transporter, though. You get into the CEO's office. Lubos had to be doing this off book because you can imagine Dayside making weapons. There's got to be something in their office about it.
Got a name.
All right, and then Dr. Clockty, chemist, interview 4C. This holovid depicts portions of an interview with host Shireen, thank you. As the interview continues in the clicking.
Yeah.
Rasping Shireen language, Captain Taunting translation, the conversation to common in real time. My division worked independently with each chemist working on part of the compound, but none see the larger image. We all knew we were working on a single part of the whole, and we completed our work. There was a grand celebration, and at the end of which our entire division was taken off site by security and imprisoned or killed. The data must still be in the laboratory's computer. Somewhere in the lab, there should be a file that details a hollow hydrocarbon compound called polycotane and its applications. Perhaps that file will shed some light on whether secret projects that Command is a part of.
Fantastic.
Compound, thank you.
The in real life scientists to be went.
Yeah.
Hydrocarbon, what? Is that a real thing?
So you have 3 objectives.
Yeah, it's
your main objective is you infiltrate the building however you see fit. And then you go to the server room, the laboratory, and the CEO's office to get those 3 pieces of data.
Yep.
That's your goal.
Just blow open the doors.
Do you have any questions so far?
As far as the snatcher grab, no. That's pretty straightforward.
How much damage is allowed?
None. They literally
We want
the
you
first
to
thing
get you
she
in
said
and
was,
out. No, it's much
if anybody knows, it's detrimental to the society.
Try to limit casualties as much as possible.
Yes.
To 0 if probable.
Yes. You're going to be hopefully sneaking in and sneaking out.
Okay.
Which is great. So they gave us a name of the CEO.
Lubos.
Can I roll against to see what I know about him? Is that one of the options?
Have you done 511 Archivist's Inquiry?
Don't believe I've done that with. You said 511?
511.
No, I've done 512. 516. Not 511. No.
Okay. She will just tell you for it is that they're
kidding me?
They're potentially one of the founders of the organization.
Right.
So that's really all we know about them.
That's it.
That's all we know about them. Go ahead and make knowledge checks. Culture or diplomacy, please.
Okay.
And Fred, turn your mic on. And adjust yourself so you're actually seating near your mic.
So is this knowledge about corporations and
yes,
executives
yes.
specifically?
No, I
Okay.
follow.
I'm just making sure we're on the
Yeah.
same page. I mean, I'd hate for you not to reduce the DC by 5 and me still do so well.
Yeah. Now roll an extra 1 for that.
Well, I rolled 2 ones together as an 11.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a 23.
23 culture.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was culture, diplomacy. What was the other?
Culture or diplomacy.
Okay, I thought there was a third.
Yeah. So the skills are going to be.
Right here.
That's a total of
Doesn't say, it
16.
just says I have the DC.
Culture and.
Boy, do I have some
Special
strong words for
mercenary.
Checks by
Kazo right
5.
now.
Uh,
Because apparently
Right,
some
so
genius
we're-
decided silencer and flash suppressor have to go on railed weapons.
Yeah. You don't have
I
and your
don't
small
have
arms
a
isn't
long
considered a rail weapon.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think any small arms are rail.
No.
No. Small arms are
I
not
think
considered
they're
rails.
long arms and heavy, yeah.
And sniper.
Yeah.
Those are railed.
Yeah.
Some odd reason, silencer requires a railed weapon because, it's not like we see them on pistols all the time.
Handguns
they're-
everywhere.
I used to own a snub nose revolver with a silencer, which is
yeah.
the smallest handgun you could get.
Yeah, but
Not literally. but
Apparently.
yeah. No, I know.
someone's like, no, it goes on a railed weapon. No, it
And then,
doesn't.
AJ,
It goes
what's your
on
totals?
Any weapon.
I actually don't know the number. They don't give me
That makes a noise.
For
So
that
it's
my-
just your stat.
Oboe,
my
yeah. Oboe
stat.
does not have diplomacy.
Yeah, soldiers
Yeah.
get like 3
Okay.
skills.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Uh,
charisma.
culture, you can't make culture, but you can do
Diplomacy, which is charisma. You are correct.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
And I will
'Cause you
attempt.
can do it untrained. Go ahead and aid him. Try to aid him.
Yeah. Just try to get a 10 or higher.
Okay. 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That's a 10
So
or higher.
25. Even
Okay.
with the -5,
What?
I've reduced DCs by 5.
Yeah, that's enough for you, though.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. All right.
Okay. So
no,
let me.
I flubbed mine entirely.
No, that's all right.
Okay, let me. I'll just. You get everything, so just pay attention.
Yeah,
It's a
it
data
doesn't
dump.
matter.
I also
This.
forget we're at
You
high
get the
tier, so
total
these
in
DCs
this.
are going to be stupid.
Yeah. Oh, what's your? I need the levels.
It's
real quick.
5, 6, 4, 4.
10, 19 divided by 4 is.
4.7.
7.
So we're still a low tier.
We can be. It's up to us.
No, is it?
Yeah, if you're above,
Is
'cause
this
it's 3,
is
4, 5,
4.5.
6.
I gotta do math.
Yeah. We can opt to do high tier because we
If
are.
if it's 4.7, we can't up. We have to go high tier.
well,
If it's
I'm aware.
4.5, we can choose.
I'm aware.
So it's 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 divided by 4. 4.75. So it is high tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do a
No.
lot of math
I can't
well.
do math in my head right now. Okay, so we are high tier. That's good for me to know.
I'm on that.
'Kay.
Beautiful mind. I'm high on
Okay.
No.
orange.
Yeah.
It's not a meta. It's just orange.
So frustrated with some
AJ,
of the
it
people.
doesn't look like Brian's coming. If you want to go to the next chair, it'll be a little more
Switch over,
comfortable
yeah.
It's
for
up to you. I wouldn't want to sit next to Plague Central either.
And take out the camera while you're at it.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay.
Okay. I think we're good.
Don't hit it again.
Hit it harder next time. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's expensive equipment.
I mean, it's not cheap equipment.
You're gonna want to move over about 6 inches. There you go.
You're
Is
good.
that better?
Okay, yeah. So let me read to you your outcomes. Dayside Inc. specializes in consumer-grade augmentations and electronics for household or personal use, with a focus on household, lifestyle, and leisure applications. Their name is ubiquitous with readily available cyber tech, and their products are found throughout the Pact worlds.
Okay.
Dayside CEO Aquorlu, named Lubos, is a stately and dignified corporate leader, willing to put their image out in public to advocate for legal use of necrotech in civilian personal technology. They brag about their company's advancements and the profitability of that technological avenue on every program willing to interview them.
Okay.
Like most of the business districts in Dresd, Dayside Inc. closes its doors for a short cleaning shift once every 24 hours. This cleaning shift is 4 hours long. During this shift, Dayside Inc. is staffed only by a handful of security and cleaning personnel, unless a researcher or two are working late. All Dayside Inc. staff wear jumpsuits emblazoned with Dayside's friendly and memorable mascot, in colors denoting their position. As Dayside works with several local staffing and cleaning agencies, these uniforms aren't difficult to acquire. The last one. A former Frozen Trove employee named Karazen has been gainfully employed by Dayside Inc. for a couple of years and has been reaching out to leave the company through back channels. He's even reached out to the Starfinder Society, as they hastened his departure from Frozen Trove a few years back. Karazin is known to always work late, never wanting to leave a task unfinished. Okay. Any additional questions before we start? Okay. It takes you 4 days to get from Absalom Station to Verces. When you land, you're landing in Dresd, which is a massive industrial city with an active spaceport. As previously noted, the city specializes in shipbuilding and houses the vast majority of Athalos' corporate headquarters. Next to Athalos' floating capital, Threk, it is arguably the largest and wealthiest of Athalos cities. Despite its wealth and no nonsense, Captain Argente still tells you need to be on your guard. Athalo was created by pirates, and there are many citizens that are willing to strip you of any gains that
you may have,
or to fleece newcomers. Okay, now that you are on the planet, as you are walking around, you notice that Dayside Inc. is one of the most profitable and pervasive local companies. Everywhere you look, you see Dayside's cheerful sun mascot waving back at you from holographic advertisements and massive billboards. Okay. This is going to be a little amorphous because it's up to you how you want to infiltrate them. I can give you some things you can research if you want to investigate, things you want to, and then you can go to infiltration mode. You have a week.
Yeah, I think getting uniforms and either supplanting the cleaning crew, is that what they were?
Yeah.
During that period, or somehow joining them officially are the two avenues that are the best.
Or we can try to be scientists, because they sometimes say scientists were they're working late
The
at night.
researchers.
Yeah, researcher.
Okay. And I'm fine either way. We could definitely do
have
both.
nothing in science.
Yeah, I don't.
Neither
either.
do I.
That's okay. Who says we're actually doing
Cleaning crew
research?
sounds better
I think
because
to make
people are going to be less likely to look at us as cleaning
Yeah,
crew.
and I'm literally a corporate security agent. Getting a secure badge and getting hired on even as a temp worker is definitely something I could do or try to do through Avidar Corps or the society
If we
in
could
general. Yeah,
legitimately
Yeah,
get
that's what I'm
hired
saying.
for
and
temp-
it's profession corporate agent, correct?
it is corporate security profession.
Okay.
Corporate agent is my background.
Okay.
They don't necessarily go hand in hand.
That's understandable. I just wanted to make sure
But
because
that's the
that most
agent-
likely will come into play a
the
lot.
agency that I do for the corporation is security.
Okay.
Remember that this is the advanced version of Hoban.
Yeah.
This
I just
is
wanted to make sure.
my orc with heavy armor and a giant weapon in one hand.
Could you pass me the chocolate?
I can pass you the chocolate.
Ooh. Oh, you still have some of that berry chocolate?
Yeah.
You should have AJ try that. I can't. I'll die.
I know.
But
It's not poisonous. It's
No,
just
No, it's chocolate.
I'm
no,
a
no,
dog.
I'm telling him.
I'm a dog. Leave me alone. No,
What kind of berry is it? Elderberry or?
Huckle.
Huckle.
Oh, huckleberry. I
Yeah,
love huckleberry.
Huckleberry is the best berry.
Yep.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
So to give you guys a little more structure, we're gonna go down the list of the things you can investigate, and I'll just have
Sure.
you make checks as we go through.
I love it when you
'Kay.
guide us. Hold my hand and tell me how to do this properly, Daddy. I almost didn't say the daddy, and then
I
it
know,
came out.
I know.
I wanted to say Papa. Papa would have been much better.
Yeah, Papa would have been,
PG-13,
Papa would have been
right?
preferred.
You heard it here first, folks.
Depending on the day.
If any of you lovely young ladies or men, I don't think he cares because he doesn't.
I'm married.
I know.
I'm married with 4 kids. Let me rephrase that. I'm happily married
You
with
didn't
4
let me
kids.
say
That's
it doesn't
a good
matter
choice.
because he's happy
Right
married.
now.
To make sure. No, she is because it's at home.
Well, here's the fun thing. You're no longer the youngest person in the room.
I know, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Playing with all these old fogies every week.
Believe me, it was weird being when I was playing Pathfinder Society with them. I was the youngest. I mean, they were constantly referring to me as a child.
I'm
I
the
mean, I
second
was.
oldest guy on my team at work.
I still will.
Yeah, they mentioned things from like the 80s, and I was like, I have no
I
freaking
mean,
clue.
you could date one of his daughters if you weren't married.
That's true, but I'm happily married.
I mean,
now.
that would subjectively that they would.
That would be a bad choice
Date.
on your part, but that's a different conversation.
Whoa! What?
Fred knows. Fred's eyes is like, yeah.
Well, I do have several guns.
What Jeremiah was saying, it would be detrimental to your health if you were to pursue one of Fred's daughters.
No.
But no,
Okay.
I think my wife would kill me first.
So the
That
first
too.
thing to investigate, the entrances to the building.
Okay.
So this is going to be fairly straightforward. You can scout the exterior of Dayside Inc., and you can learn, give it to you just right there, there is a single main entrance. It is located at street level. The entrance opens under the front lobby and is used by employees and visitors, including for deliveries and repair technicians. Large shipments are instead processed at the loading bay, located at the building's rear. Each side of the building has one emergency exit. They are steel doors with no exterior handles. Go ahead and give me a computers or perception check.
So real quick, apologies.
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
go ahead.
We do have a new player here at the table, and Fred is also playing a pre-gen.
Oh,
So if we would take 30
I
seconds to
did not
introduce everybody.
have characters introduction because I was just like brain
Yeah.
on toast. Okay, there's just so much data dump.
I
Yeah, let's go
totally
around
understand.
the table and introduce who you are playing.
Well, normally we have like a 15-minute BSing, and we didn't do that.
Yeah,
So we're on track. I am Martineau. I am an orc from Absalon Station. I am a bully operative, which is the rare operative that likes to use melee weapons and heavy armor. So I look like Drax, but with
actual armor because your nipples don't shave.
yes. Kyokor plating, so it's like a
Dude,
reflective.
Kyorkor plating is freaking awesome.
It looks badass.
They take essentially a kaiju,
yeah.
strip off the armor plates that just get like because this one planet just has kaiju roaming around, and they grow these massive plates,
And they're
they
not
pick
even.
them up, and they
they
just
don't kill
staple
them.
onto people.
They just it's like they shed a nail,
yeah.
and they're like, "Cool, that's a resource." And it makes
Kyokor
them-
plating is freaking awesome.
Like chitin or chitin
Chitin.
from
Chitin.
Starfinder or not Skyrim. That's
Skyrim.
the word. But yeah, bully operatives are great. They are fear-based, intimidatable operatives. I don't know how much about Starfinder you know.
Very little.
Operatives are like the rogue catch-alls,
Yeah.
but they tend to be high dex, high acrobatics, high whatever.
I turned you
The
off.
bully is the antithesis of all that, but they're still operatives, so they still get all the skills and all the incredible cool shit. I don't get
Apparently I didn't.
debilitating trick, and I don't get extra damage.
But that's fine.
But I don't need it, and if I crit, I get debilitating trick, which is really, really cool for me. So I'm highly defensible, but I'm also highly skilled, which is great. And yeah, so just imagine Drax with actual armor,
Okay.
and that's you get his entire personality and everything.
Sweet. I guess I'll go next. Like they said, I'm playing a pre-gen. I do plan on making a character, and I already have an idea for my character, but that will be saved for another time. But I'm just playing Obaziah. Is that
Obaziah? Yeah,
that's
you
her
got
name?
Female Vesk.
Yep, female Vesk. She's a soldier mercenary, so yeah, they don't give me much here. They just give me the stats, and that's all
going in
I
hot.
can give you. Yep.
Yep, it's hard to go wrong with Soldier, and she doesn't do it wrong. She carries a big stick and a big gun,
Yep.
and a big tail, and a big bite, and a big personality.
I do like the Vesk soldier.
Vesk are really good if you are interested in very like streamlined concept. A Vesk gets +1 armor. Or they reduce armor by 1, and they get natural armor or natural attacks. So they're
That
like
follows the Power Glove rating.
yeah, but they
It
get
kinda
1.5
sucks because it
with-
starts at 1, and then the next one is level 10.
Yeah,
So you're like,
but they get
kinda
1.5 damage on their when they
and
get
then
weapon
they get
specialization,
1.5
which
damage.
they're
on their
never
natural
they're
weapon.
never without a weapon, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's not considered archaic.
I have a Vesk soldier who is he's
Yeah.
a heavy weapons specialist, and he has a cannon that is bigger than he is, but he's 7'8".
Doesn't he have,
okay.
yeah, doesn't he have like a It's a harness.
No. He literally just
He would
carries
now
it.
because the harness now is
He does have the
superior.
harness. Yeah, he does have the harness now.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen the original Trigun with stun
Oh.
gun Millie, it's
Yes.
like 3 times the size of that, and he just runs around with that.
She has it's a mining marker
Basically,
with,
yeah.
with the cloth.
Yeah, and he has underbarrel grenade launchers.
And here goes the BS session.
yeah, it's not a BS session. It's just
Sorry. No,
Vest-
if orcs weren't
yeah.
so cool, Martino would have been a
Yeah.
Vesk.
Yeah,
Vest-
I mean, I
100%.
also have a Vesk soldier who is a armor storm.
Yeah.
So he is literally Starship Trooper mobile infantry.
Yeah, orcs.
He has power armor. His power armor has its own gun.
Yeah,
He likes
He's
the
a 40K.
reaction cannon.
It's the
but
40K.
he's a. Is it Tyranids? What are the lizard folk in?
There's no lizard folk. in
Yeah, there's
Fortnite.
not
I
lizard
thought there
folk.
was.
There's the Tyranids are like they look lizard-like,
Tyranids
but they're
are the
not.
aliens.
Well, I know that there were Skavens back in the.
Skaven and Seraphon are from Warhammer. They never made it into
Oh, okay.
40K.
yeah, their bloodline
Yeah.
was weak.
Anyways, orcs get bonus to intimidate, and then once per session,
Orcs
basically
in
they can
40K are
re-roll.
just
Yeah, I love green skins.
Greatest.
But you can't go wrong with a Vesk.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Vesk
Sorry.
is a good one.
You're playing.
I do not have a vest soldier.
I have 3 Vesk soldiers.
Okay, we get it. That's
I
the
have
best.
I have an
Not really.
Space goblins.
It depends.
Oh.
Yeah, he.
It
loves
wouldn't
stuff.
be a Fred character if it didn't have 12 armor class, 26 hit points, and 1,000,000 damage.
If you look at any of the Paizo things right now, I'm actively campaigning to get space goblins into Starfinder Society.
Oh yeah, no, it's still BS that we don't have them yet. We literally 3
There's-
episodes ago
so
were bitching about this.
I found out there's one charity boon.
yeah,
One charity boon 2 years ago at Gen Con.
yeah. Didn't it sell for like $200?
I don't know how much it costs, but I know the guy who's got it. And I'm talking to him like, give it to me. He's like, nah, it's in use.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce your character.
I am playing SF level 4. He's a ghost operate.
We have a lot of operatives.
It's okay.
That's
you have,
fine.
You have some decent face.
This is the one. Like, if you have 4 operatives, all right, you guys are good.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're very much. This is the operative scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played
We had better
SF
not get into
before,
a
so
fight.
I don't
Old
know.
guy.
You can do okay.
We don't want to though.
We don't want to. There's no healing, so if we get into a fight, we better take it down quick.
Yeah.
That's what operators do. They take it down
It
quick.
is.
Okay, so you're playing Isif, and you?
I am playing Bella Alphine, who is a half-elf athlete from Castrovel. I tried to combine athlete and Castrovel into one word, and that was coming out really weird.
Did you finish your BattleTech? Because I got something else for the BattleTech Kickstarter.
I finished my...
It's on Thursday. I got it. Yesterday? No, day before. Whatever day today
I
is.
don't know.
Yesterday was Thursday.
I did finish my whatever backer kit they sent me.
Yeah.
Questionnaire.
What kind of operative are you?
I am a daredevil operative.
Daredevil,
so
which
she
is
is
acrobatics.
acrobatics and athletics.
Okay.
What's
I mean,
Iosif? He's a
Oddball
He's a
out of the
ghost.
scenario.
So he's
and I'm a
stealth.
bully. So acrobatics, intimidate, and stealth.
Yep.
And
I guess I'll be the gun just in case it goes bad.
it's rock, paper,
Listen,
scissors.
you can change your mind. There's plenty of
Oh
level
no,
4
I,
pre-gens.
I like I said, I've only played Starfinder twice
the-
back when it first came out, and I really want to try the soldier.
And believe
no,
me,
that's valid.
when it comes to stealth, all operatives are good at it.
Yeah, I played an operative
And
last
honestly,
time.
your party composition is really good right now because right now you have operative, gun.
Yeah.
Gun. That's it.
At
Gun.
at least I'll be able to do something, and
You'll be
if
able
it
to lay
goes
down
bad-
heavy
Yeah,
fire
there
and
we
destroy
go.
everything.
If we can't put you in a set of overalls and just have you carrying heavy shit, we've not done our job.
Yeah, I'm the pack mule for the session.
We've definitely had sessions where that was my character's job. Like, oh, this is all I can do because I stand out like a sore thumb otherwise. That's me in real life.
So let me get some computers or perception checks.
Okay.
Yes, that's where we were.
So AJ, you will not have computers because it's a trained only, but you should have a perception. It's going to be listed at the top.
Okay. Better use perception.
24 total.
26 perception.
10.
Nice.
My dice hate
Dun
me.
dun dun.
Yes, they do, Fred. We know this.
Computers 11.
Okay. So everybody but Obozai and Isef basically is if you open the door, an alarm is going to sound. It's basic standard emergency exits. Go ahead and give me an engineering check.
Not great, but I'll take that.
I'm assuming that's going to be trained only.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to be trained.
Yep.
15.
30.
Okay, you think that you could easily disable the alarms on any of the emergency doors. And
So this will tell you. If it has a cross, it's trained only.
Okay.
So just give it back when you're done.
Martineau and Bella.
Yeah, Bella.
I try to remember the names. This is hard. You also notice that there's a large outdoor patio on the 5th floor that's regularly frequented by people. Additionally, you realize that this is an outdoor eating area connected to the building's cafeteria. And then none of the building's windows open.
Okay.
This is let me make sure, I think it's 90. It's a 90-floor skyscraper.
Okay, where was the eating area?
5.
5th floor.
5th floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
those are the
nothing.
entrances.
Yeah, no, that's
Does
easy.
does this follow the standard 10 or 20 foot scaffolding?
It's approximately, each floor is approximately 11 feet.
Okay.
Just climb up the
I'll
side
just
of
do
the
it, man.
building.
Or fly.
60 feet. Yeah, I
That's
got
true.
Or run up at ninja style. Ninja style is what I was going to say for some reason.
Because I can practically do that.
Yeah.
that. Oh, you're a monk. You can wall climb, basically.
Okay.
Well, no, I have.
So the next
climbing
sequence
master.
is emergency
So that's-
protocols.
Yeah. she
Doesn't
has-
Daredevil give you a climb and a... I
No.
thought it gave you a climb speed.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
That they're still feats.
Yeah.
Climbing master and swimming master.
Yeah.
You take those, and you automatically gain.
Well, what is it that
speed.
Daredevil gets at 10? They get a weird
That's a
thing.
Good question.
Because
I don't
you
know.
get an exploit that's like over and above. You get it at a lower level than you'd normally be able to take it.
I'll let
And
you
I
know
thought
in a
Daredevil
second.
got something crazy.
And while he's looking that up, I'll read the next
Yeah,
section.
yeah.
So
You
go ahead
do.
and give me culture checks or computers engineering checks. Yeah, just those two. Culture, computers, or engineering.
All right. 30 for culture.
25
I rolled an
engineering.
18. I have a 12.
It's fine.
Is it corporation?
I
The
want-
DC is 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
28 computers.
That 30, I don't think I'm going to roll just because I don't think I can retain any information.
No, it's totally fine. So everybody basically knows that the building protocols in Dresd require large buildings like Dayside Inc.'s headquarters to have a functioning emergency alarm and backup power generators. This emergency alarm signals all building occupants to evacuate the premises and is triggered during fires, power outages, and violent or serious threats such as natural disasters, bomb threats, or armed infiltrators.
Interesting. Okay.
When triggered for fire or disasters, the fire department and medics are automatically notified. When triggered for power outages, electrical technicians are automatically notified. When triggered for serious or violent threats, the stewards, fire department, and medics are automatically notified. Based on the building's location, response time is approximately 5 minutes for any of these services. So if you trigger an alarm, you got 5 minutes.
No weapons, then.
Okay.
Probably not going to want to take any sort of weapon in.
You might. You
No,
might.
weapons are fine. It just depends on.
Yeah, she holds up her purse and says, "Yeah, bring them if you know how to camouflage them."
Okay.
And then she dispels the glamour on it, and that's her SMG.
Yeah,
the next thing we're gonna look at is
that's a big clutch.
yeah, right.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's a big. Well, it makes sense.
She's a
It's got
woman.
No,
it's
I
got a
get- no, I
harness.
totally
It's got
understand
a
it.
harness and it perfectly
No,
matches
I'm
her
thinking of
outfit.
that shotgun
yeah.
briefcase.
Oh yeah,
where you
yeah,
hit the button and it goes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
the next thing is you're gonna look at the layout, the way the building is set up. Like what's the word I'm looking for?
The blueprints.
The blueprints. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Well, that should be public knowledge.
Yeah. So you're gonna make some checks for it.
Sure, I am.
So culture, computer.
Or profession security.
Um,
I don't know. I mean, they're all the same.
profession security. I'll give you that one.
Oh, jeez, you're gonna get mad at that.
22 computers.
Oh,
28.
so no, it is at level 10. I do gain a climb and a swim speed.
Yeah.
It's just not increased by my quick movement class feature
Which
or
is
improved quick
silly.
movement exploit. But climbing master
Does.
is.
Yeah. It's worth it to get the feats, but at that point in time, by the time you get those feats, 4 souls are way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 5th level.
Yeah. Just saying, yeah.
Yeah. No, I just it's one of those things like in Pathfinder Second Edition where it's like you definitely want catful, but you can almost always push it to a higher level. You're like, oh, I just hit master in acrobatics, catfall. Now I just reduce all damage by half. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, what was your
Did I miss a check that I was supposed to make?
culture, computers, or
We're trying to get blueprints for the building.
Okay.
or engineering?
Yeah.
And
I got a
can do
28.
engineering. I only
He
got
let me
a
do security,
17.
which is the same as
17.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what'd you get?
22 computers.
Culture.
Yeah, I'll go for culture. 18.
Fantastic.
Nice. That's it. Not nothing.
No, that's not nothing.
So-
You beat me.
You realize that there's a public tour of the building, and you can go and do that. Additionally, what was your computer's check?
22.
22. You can find the basic building directory online, which indicates that the server rooms are located on the 40th floor. The chemistry labs are located on the 65th floor, and the CEO's office is located on the 90th floor. I'll wait so you can write that down.
Yeah. He said
So the servers are on 40, the chemistry labs are on 65th,
65 and 90,
and the CEO is on 90.
and then the cafeteria.
Does someone have a computer hacking kit? Because I don't.
That's not what I. That's not what I can do.
Nope.
Is there a kit?
I'm pretty sure there is.
For a hacking kit?
You can
Yeah,
you
isn't
can
there?
get a data that has like
Not
a
the
plus
da-
one or.
Not the data
I know,
jack,
but there's a like you can get a computer with a bonus. That's about the best you can get.
No, I think what you're talking about is a hacking kit.
Yeah, I think
But
there's an
remember-
actual hacking kit.
I can't remember, but you can look it up. You've got days. Okay, so
All right, so real quick, sorry. 40 was the
the server rooms,
server, 65
chem labs,
chem, and labs and CEO was 90.
90.
Thank you.
So, and your computer check was 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Casey, what check did you roll?
For I rolled
he hasn't rolled yet.
You
engineering. and
rolled an
I
engineering.
got
What
a
was that?
17.
And you got a 17. Okay. What was your total?
28.
28. 28 will get it. So you two are like, the schematic should be here, like in public record. You're like, yeah, they should be in public record, totally 100%. They're not there.
Well, that's not
The
good.
building's architect and head contractors are likewise unavailable. A bit of digging indicates that the architect died in a car accident shortly after completing the design, and the head contractors all died of natural causes within weeks of the building's
Sure
completion.
they did.
Conspiracy.
I'm not saying that this hasn't been a part of my job, but I'm saying that's been a part of my job for Avatar Corps.
So, let me give you the part about the public access. Dayside Inc. offers public tours for 50 credits per participant.
Okay.
The tour explores a lobby under the guidance of a fast-talking tour guide, then stops at Brilliance, the cafeteria on the 5th floor, for food and beverages. 30 minutes later, the tour heads back downstairs to the gift shop. Guests are then escorted out of the building.
I can't go. I don't have enough credits.
Yeah.
I have enough.
We'll
credits,
cover
never
you.
mind.
Okay.
I have 39 credits.
If you need to.
169.
Okay, the next one is to investigate the CEO, Lubos. So Lubos is a business leader in the local community and a common sight in vid feeds, media interviews, and news clips. Their eye stalks, notably with one golden cybernetic replacement, are almost as commonplace on local feeds as dayside commercials. Let me get you some. There's some wonderful art that goes with this. Let me get that for you. Okay. That is Lubos. He's a Quarlu. Weird looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the glasses on. I'm okay. Oh, all right.
Okay. And then that is Silita, the beautiful, beautiful android who's no longer underneath the Mind Slave
We know
effect.
Okay,
Most of their recent interviews discuss making necrographs more publicly available, and that Lubos intends to direct Dayside's research into pioneering consumer use of necrotech. Go ahead and give me your perception check here real quick, because you're just going to go crazy.
Okay, quick thing.
Yeah.
So, there is, in fact, it's basically toolkit,
Yeah.
and then under it, it says these are the specific toolkits there are. There is an engineering kit, and there is a hacking kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the hacking kit do for you?
Unless you
Required
make the
for
checks.
most computer checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you do not
So
have one...
if you don't have one,
you
you
can't
can't
hack.
do the
Yeah.
computer's
confirm?
check to hack.
No, I can see it. I can
haven't
see
touched
it.
it. Do you want to confirm?
Okay.
I can see it.
That 20. That's a 32 total.
So,
Okay.
yes, among the stuff she is buying herself a hacking kit.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Why didn't they give their operative a hacking kit? Then?
Check his equipment to double check.
Yeah.
So to
Check
be
your
fair, that operative came out a long time ago, and it may have came out before.
No, that toolkit was
No,
is
that's-
in core rulebook.
Oh, is it?
Core.
That's a
Try
$20
'cause
checking
it's
in the other
toolkit.
equipments at the bottom. It might have it.
Okay. So you are easily able to figure out that based on the wave of statements from Lubos, they serve as advertising and a public relations tactic, which could be laying the groundwork to cover for a future
Plus,
debacle.
there's a second page to it.
Like you're aware of like he's using specific languages
There
and
might
stuff
be
like
a
that.
second page.
It'd be on the back.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
none
I,
of them are.
I have a double-sided printer.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. So there's that. Okay.
Okay.
So then there's the media access.
Toolkit.
Unless you have questions about what you just learned.
I didn't hear how.
Okay.
Future debacle.
So that you believe that the waves of statements coming from Lubos serve as advertising and a public relations tactic, which could be laying the groundwork to cover for a future debacle. Basically,
Okay.
yeah, they're
preemptive.
yeah,
Press conference. Like,
yeah. He's put in a lot of goodwill potentially to counteract something.
I was gonna say mafia type shit, but yeah, basically, grease the wheels, knowing like
What's coming.
yeah. or having an idea of what could come, being like, oh no, we fostered goodwill. It's a shame that 20 people died, but that's not us. That's yeah, I get it.
So the next one is media access. The vetting process to interview Lubos is far too long to serve your purposes.
Yeah.
However, if you make a bluff check, you can get past the initial screenings and can secure an in-person meeting with Dayside's media manager, Trietta LaFeria.
Okay.
Do you want to try that?
I can attempt it. I don't have a very good roll.
It's a bluff check.
Does anybody have bluff?
I have a bluff plus
Yeah.
9.
I have a 4. Bless you, bless you.
Mine's a 10.
Nope.
Okay, so I can assist.
What's yours?
9.
9
Do
to
you
10
wanna assist me?
respectively.
I will assist
He
you.
auto
You
assists.
auto assist because you can't roll less than
And
one.
I assist.
On a 20-sided dice, I can't roll negative.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
You can try, though.
You can
You
sure
can
try.
try. Your dice hate you.
You get a -5 DC because of your race.
Yeah, I am a white male.
God damn it. See, if you'd have been like Piers Morgan and said you were a strong black female, I'd have been, or lesbian, because I think that's what he said he was.
I think he Piers Anthony.
Which
Piers
is
Morgan.
fine. I got the analogy. It's
good.
asinine, but it's still funny.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I did.
What's your
It
total?
wasn't cocked enough to not be a 1.
What's your total?
15.
That's enough.
That's hilarious.
Gosh.
So you are able to meet with Trietta La Furia the next day.
Oh, nice.
So we'll handle that as part of the
After our
next
checks,
day, but we'll just handle that right now.
Say it again. La Furia?
So her name is Trietta La Furia. She is a female Verthani.
Furia. Verstani?
Verthani.
Verthani.
Thank you.
Okay. When you go to meet her, you are greeted with her in the lobby, and she escorts you to her office on the second floor. You go by elevator, and as you go, you're treated to, well, when you get there, you're treated to 15 minutes of sleek advertisements, catchy sound bites, and marketable corporate propaganda that paints Dayside Inc. as a charitable, approachable corporation looking to make the lives of the average consumer better through affordable technology and their upcoming line of revolutionary necrotech. Details coming soon.
Necrotech.
You can
Whoa.
ask her a few questions.
Oh, man.
Do you have more specific what this necrotech is?
Unfortunately, right now, we're keeping all of our cards close to the chest. You can understand. Trust me, when we release the necrotech, you and the other of your Associated Press will be right there in front.
Don't know enough about necrotech to.
It'd be Eoxian.
Yeah, the only thing about necrotech I know are like species graphs. Is that necrotech?
No, species graphs are species graphs. I'm not trying to be horrible.
I don't
So the big thing about necrotech is if you get necrotech, you're considered undead for a while.
Oh,
Like
okay.
necrotech is, if it affects undead, it also affects you.
Oh, okay.
So, real quick, I just want to make sure. Is this
They're augments.
their augments?
They're
Okay.
augments.
And
Yeah, there's
this
like
is a new type of
four-
necrotech that's
no,
coming out?
It's
It's not new, but it's
just not
commonplace.
socially acceptable super
Yeah.
much, because essentially what it is there's an entire planet worth of undead people, and they create vats and vats of necro flesh that's basically, it's very, a vegan is lack of a better phraseology for it. They grow meat and undead flesh and then turn it into these augments that function like undead body parts. Some are like, they'll give you a withered heart and it gives you like a bonus to your resolve points. That's mechanically anyway. Like, so one will take out your lungs and give you lungs that won't collapse and you can go out into the vacuum.
Okay.
So like things like that, but they're just unsavory is the best way I can explain it, because it's undead.
Yeah, yeah.
Bunch of racists.
I mean, it's the same in the same regards that like species graphs would
Yeah.
be uncouth in that it's
It's
chimeric.
unconventional.
It's
Well,
really
yeah,
what it is.
in I don't know, 500-600 years, however far we are. So the backstory: there's Galarion, and it goes away. It poofs.
I remember
And then
this.
hundreds of years later, Absalom Station is still like orbiting where Galarion was, and nobody really knows what happened. I think it's called
It's the gap.
the gap. Thank
Yep.
you.
All history was like lost. Everyone,
Right.
white
And
memories
so
were
we're
wiped.
slowly learning more and more, and yada yada. Magic and enhancements like biochem and stuff like that are commonplace, and then we get the less refined, less known, less socially acceptable necrographs, speciegraphs, things like that.
Okay.
And the fact that they're not above board, I don't want to call it evil tech, but it is kind of considered evil tech.
You might find out that they're evil.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it's like Geb.
It's nefarious.
Right.
Nefarious,
Like the
yeah.
idea of slavery is it Geb in Pathfinder 1?
Oh, you're gonna give. I don't know a lot about Galarian.
No, it's the you die and they resurrect your body.
Oh, they
and
bring
you
you
can,
back as undead.
Yeah, but and you can work
I think
off.
it is dead.
Yeah, you can work off like debt as
Okay.
an undead.
Okay.
And you can you can sell your grandpa as a slave, and he makes 2 gold a month farming. He doesn't need food. He doesn't need sleep. like that's socially acceptable, but everywhere else they're like that's fucking bad.
Yeah, because you're using a body.
So in Eoxian, which is where the undead people come from, it's totally like it's a Shadowlands, right? In World of Warcraft, that's Tuesday for them.
Yeah.
But you go to, I don't.
Castrovel.
Thank you. That's not. They're like, no, we like magic. We're elves, or whatever the other race was. That
Sharon
elves-
and everything.
Sharon. Lashunta.
Yeah.
So the lore is amazing. Like if you sit down and actually read it, you're like, why aren't there more novels about this shit? And there's really not, which is sad. But
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think
give it a
there's
look.
any.
yeah.
It's only
So-
been out 6 years.
So yeah,
That's
the they're being close to the, and like as he's talking about the entire time, they've talked about how
Gentlemen,
they're trying
it is
to.
kicking in.
Yeah, dude.
I am high on orange.
Yeah. They're trying to bring it become more mainstream.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone knows about it, but they're just more like, this could
Well,
be potentially good.
Yeah, and like one of the things was he's like it's an avenue to be essentially give you. Do you ever watch Star Trek?
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
there's-
I'm a big Star Wars
No,
fan.
it's totally fine. There's a reference.
But they're not mutually exclusive.
There's an entire species called the Ferengi where they actively exclude women from anything. They can't
yeah.
wear clothes, they can't leave their house, and all these other
Yeah.
things. And there's an episode where they start trying to bring that in, and they sell it. And the way they sell it, it goes, "Here's this. Imagine there is a 56% of the population that you have not sold to. Women. That's going to open up 50%, 56% of the market. And if you market to them, you will get that lion's share of the money that's going to start coming in now. And so that's what they're trying to do. They're pushing the envelope to be like, we're the first people here. They're trying to out Netflix Blockbuster at this point in time. And they're trying to get that name recognition. And so it's going to be like a Band-Aid, or it's going to be like Jell-O. They're name brands. It's going to be Dayside Inc. Withered Hearts kind of thing. They're trying to get out and
they
get
want
the
to be
flood of cash that's going
yeah,
to happen.
They want to be the first that does 3D latticing.
Yeah.
With zero biological rejection.
Yeah.
We're not there yet, but if you are the first,
Yeah.
I mean,
You've minted.
Yeah.
You've made a mint. That's all you can
here's
do.
your plates. You can make your own money.
Yeah.
Because that would just be incredible. And of course, like as in all medical things, there's going to be failures, and it just depends on the acceptable allotment of failures, which is what you were talking about earlier about they seem to be pre-planning the potential of a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew that could be a Sorry, your 14 relatives died of a horrible undeath.
I'm sorry
Well,
your
I mean-
children died because of this
But-
preventable disease.
Yeah, but the 4 million who are now alive, it's with like car manufacturers, like there's an amount of payout before it becomes.
Ford did that with the Pinto.
Yeah. There's an acceptable amount of payout before it becomes more expensive to recall.
cost-effective.
Yes.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
cost effective to recall and fix the problem.
A
Than
one,
just
a
pay
one,
out.
a
Yeah.
1 cent, like a $1 fix, that Ford decided it'd be cheaper to pay out so many deaths because the Ford Pinto, when it gets rear end, it likes to explode.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's an old car.
Very
Good.
old car.
But it's not the only company that's done it, and it's not the only car
They're
that's had it,
absolute
but yes.
freaking lemons.
Yeah, there's it's like the weird food.
I
thing
mean,
where you-
it's like this. You have a 1 in 100 failure chance. Well, you
Bad
sell
thing-
100 of them, one fails. No one's gonna notice or care. You sell 1,000,000 of them.
Bad thing is Ford got caught.
that much.
Yeah.
And they
Ford
got-
caught.
And they found a memo with them explaining the cost
It's
analysis.
easier to pay fines because the fines are never in
well, that's
Excess.
no, they're not.
Well-
they're not in lockstep. The issue with like Pfizer and all the what we're gonna get political
There's
here
a
for a
cap.
second. But I'm talking about the opioid addiction, where like because they're like we knew they would make $30 billion and the fines will only be like in the 20-30 million range.
Yeah.
They're like it's a drop in the bucket. We made all this.
Yeah, there's one of the big issues they had with the Supreme Court was that there was a cap, and it was like Walmart got sued for 17 million, but they only have to pay out 330,000 because that's the cap for civil liberties or wherever
Something
it
like
was.
that. Yeah.
And they bank on that.
Yep,
like
yep.
hospitals do that all the time.
Yep.
Like
And that's what this corporation's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair, I totally understand it. I work for Abadar Corps. Like, if you think they aren't shady
Oh
sometimes.
yeah. Oh yeah. No,
They did
they're-
it first,
yeah,
trust me.
Yeah. They wrote the books, then sold those books, then rewrote the upgraded editions that only had everything shifted off by half a word,
Yeah.
and sold those books for a 30% extra markup.
Is there anyone else that's better? Sorry, metagaming here.
No,
for a
no,
bit.
no, it's
Anyone
totally
else
fine.
better at like charisma than me?
Yes.
Well, I have a 14.
All of them.
Okay, I figured. I'm like, I shouldn't be the one asking
No,
questions.
you can ask questions. There's not a
So,
check
so
attached
asking
to
a
it.
question doesn't necessarily mean you have to make a roll.
Does not invoke a
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
So if you look at your character stats, you don't have like a 4 intelligence.
No.
You're a smart soldier. You're also a mercenary who works for companies. So you know the right questions to ask the right people sometimes. There's no disconnect between how you have a 10. That's the average human intelligence. Like, you'll ask the right questions sometimes, often through stupid process.
I mean, 12 intelligence. I don't know what this is.
Oh yeah. Well, I
So
think
we're not
he's
exactly
14.
smarter
12.
than you.
12. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, we're not
even.
really smarter than
Do you guys have any other questions for her, or
Probably, but my brain.
Yeah,
is.
It's
I'm
fine.
trying to think.
Can I make a roll to see if there's any questions we should be asking?
you can? I don't have any in front of me.
That's what I wanted to know. If there was any questions, they say if they ask.
No, no,
us.
no. There are literally no. This one is just amorphous.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's what.
This
you
is the
meant.
role playing part of it. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Come
So
on, guys.
sometimes in an adventure or in a scenario, it'll give like 6 or 7 randomly asked questions,
Yeah.
That's all it is. Text.
and they're like,
Behind
"Here's
the
the
curtain.
information. If they ask a relevant question, you can give them some back data." But
So, what are your tests showing the success rate for your necro?
That's
right
a
now?
fantastic question. What I can say, I can't give you details because that is proprietary information right now, and it's currently working on the copyright, and there's the trademark thing going on. She gives you a bunch of legalese in a
She's
rapid
using-
30-second just like span. But it says, but they're looking great, and like gives you a thumbs up.
strength motive,
Got it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll try to send some. of that,
22.
too.
They're looking great.
Okay, so that might be relevant to just that's the data that she has access to.
Okay, 19. So they're looking.
So
good.
she believes what she's saying,
she believes what she's saying.
insofar as she's like, I got a data
I mean,
jack."
I'll tell
Yeah.
you, I have an uncle that works
Uh-huh.
specifically in basically building rockets to send into space, and our failure
Does
rate.
he work in Boeing in Idaho?
No.
Oh, okay.
SDL?
AT,
Or ATX over
AT.
Oh,
yes.
out by
Yeah.
Hill?
Promontory.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
We
where
all
he
have
works.
family and friends who work
It's
in
okay. My uncle.
those two things.
And- Andy's
I
uncle works for
Here's
SDL.
what he says. He's like, yeah, what I do, I don't work on the man stuff.
Yeah.
Because his failure rate for what he has is much higher. But he has literally said, actually, the success rate for what we build, that's man, that's 80%.
Yeah.
So
Which is-
20% fail and
you
would kill the
think
crew.
Most people would be like, "Oh, well, one life is too much." No,
No.
human society from antiquity to today, like there's, it's. I think it was you or someone posted something on Facebook about it. It's not the dead body in water; it's the water to dead body ratio
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
and proximity. It's like how close to a dead body, because there's numerous dead bodies in the ocean.
Oh,
But
yeah.
people swim in the
All
ocean all the
kinds
time.
of dead bodies.
But if there's a dead body in a pool,
That's a big
so
difference.
it's not a dead body.
It's the size of the body of water.
proximity and the water to dead body ratio.
Okay.
And I was like, that's human society.
I didn't.
That
I
is-
didn't post that, but I'm
Nope.
very familiar with that theory.
Yeah.
Very familiar with that theory.
But yeah,
But you
it's
think
very
about-
much.
How many? Like we've gone to the moon, what, like 17 times? Like I think we have 9 manned missions, but 17 total.
I don't know.
We've had like 4 failures.
Yeah.
And we had plenty of rockets blow up post World
The
War II.
Challenger
Yeah. Well,
entirety.
and I knew the teacher,
Yeah.
Catherine. I knew, like, I didn't know her, but I knew her. You know, and because I was from New York and all that.
It was a rocket that blew up before you were born.
Oh, I know about it.
Okay. I'm just.
I know about it.
I'm
Shit,
messing with you
I was
now.
like, hold on. How fucking old are
Anthony?
you?
I'm 24.
Damn it, you're right. This was a 97, so
Yeah.
you would have been like -3. God damn it.
Challenger blew up before that. It's like
There was 2 challengers.
94, 90, it was Challenger 7, the one with the
yeah,
teacher.
90.
It was 94 or 97.
No, because
yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It was 80.
before that.
No.
It was,
Yes, it was.
was like
Anthony.
80,
I was in
86.
junior high.
I
I
wasn't
literally-
born.
You might be right. I don't know.
It's 86 or
I
87.
literally remember doing our rocket derby for scouts, and I named my
Because-
rocket Challenger because of that.
Okay, but if it was 96, it would be after I graduated high school, and I know it was way before that. Had to be
It was in the
80s.
This is
It
why
was the
the
80s.
internet is one of the best things, because we can settle arguments like this rather than being all of us being wrong.
It was like,
Oh wow, you're right. 86.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only reason why I know about it is because my mom, she talked about it a few times and would bring up the anniversary of the explosion.
Yeah. Okay.
and
well,
you might be thinking of the Columbus that blew.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Columbus.
Columbia.
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 Thank you.
It-
which
that- it- 'cause-
blew up on re-entry because
And that was in.
Uh,
that
heat
was
plate.
in the 90s.
Heat
Heat
plate.
plate.
No, it's later than that. It was-
2003.
Yeah, it was
The
2003.
heat plate scratched
I was
something,
conflating
and
the
it
two.
fell off, and
Yeah.
it just wrecked their heat shielding.
Yeah.
And yeah, sucks to be them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
it's
brother.
quick, though.
They
Yeah,
quick.
it was quick.
they
quick.
burnt up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
that
was
was
like the
the-
submarine that in
The
the deep
implosion.
ocean. Just
See, but I actually care
Let's
about
not
astronauts.
even call it a submarine. That was.
I know.
I care about astronauts. They're scientists that are trying to just better the society. Only one of those people was an actual scientist, and I feel bad for him. But everybody
There's
else,
The rest of
I
them
mean,
were
I
just
feel bad
billionaires.
for the
So
19-year-old because he didn't want to go.
Titan.
science statements come out that said he did want to go. His aunt was
Oh, it
full
doesn't
of
matter.
full of garbage.
No. So
He wanted to
on
do
the
it.
Regardless.
Yeah.
the 19-year-old, and you can say what you want, but
Yeah.
we have text that his
Yeah.
dad basically made him
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I want to go too. If I
Yeah.
could see the Titanic and
Yeah.
survive,
He
sure.
wanted to do the Rubik's cube.
Understandable. Him and the
The-
James Cameron's friend.
Yeah, the actual Titanic
Yeah,
scientist
he
researcher.
knew it was going to falter. He still went, and but
yeah.
those are the only two people I feel bad about.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I just said there was an extra. Now there's an extra 5 ghosts on the Titanic.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't think they made it to the Titanic.
They did.
They-
but
they got-
We should probably get off this one because it's a
Yes.
little insensitive.
It's
Yeah.
very
Okay,
macabre. We
Yeah.
apologize.
So after the questions,
Sort of.
she kind of like escorts you out. There's nothing negative, but she's like, "Oh, thank you. Your time is done." And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gets you out.
no. I mean, yeah, we're not the most question-oriented group. It's like,
Well, I mean, I have.
I'm not going to ask her, hey, how do I break into your office building?
Yeah, no, I have a ton of questions as a security personnel that I could ask her, but I know that I'm not uncouth enough to ask her those questions.
it might not be the best to ask those
yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah. With that being said, though, while we're in her room, is there anything like?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything that stands out?
That's a nice one.
27.
You think this room is scrubbed specifically for media?
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's probably
This is her office, and so it's where she comes and entertains.
yeah.
Like she's got 17 screens on her walls.
So I'm saying, like, if there's bugs in here, they're hers or well theirs. Also, is there no like a secure card or anything like that? Like when we walk in, I want to be aware.
You're
of,
looking for potential
looking
ways
for
to get
security.
through. So as you go through, there is not a key card to access the elevator, if I remember correctly. I gotta look because it's in a different section.
No, take your time. But yeah, as a security personnel, that is my like.
There is not a there is not a key card access to access the elevator. There is not a key card access in the elevator. But you only went to the second floor.
True.
Does she escort us
Could
out?
we? No. Well, I mean,
Security.
Yeah, she
Could
escorts you out,
we
and
ask
security
her-
asks nicely. lets
so
you
while
out.
we're still here, though,
Yeah.
could we inquire? We've heard great things about Deck 5. The
Cafeteria?
sun.
We got
no,
to go
shit.
there and eat.
Brilliance.
Yes, I was trying to remember the name.
Yeah.
Did we get to go there and eat already?
You have not. You have
No,
not
yeah,
taken the
but
public
they're
tour.
promising
Because that's
to
part
let
of
us.
the tour, which we have
Yes.
not done yet.
You have not done yet.
So I maybe we get a head up.
So right now we're being a little bit wishy-washy with the days. So if you're going to take the tour, you can probably do it on day 1 if you want to, and you're doing the interview on day 2.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, because you have to set it up, and then you
My
have
my
an
whole
appointment
point
the
was to
next
try
day.
to get to see more of the building in general. If we can
We
see
can't
that,
do the tour on day 3?
You can do it on day 3, but I figured you should want to do it all on day 1.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with both.
What did we accomplish on day one? I thought we did the casing on day
A
one.
little
You're
bit,
still
but
doing the
that's part of
casing
it,
on
yeah.
day one.
I mean, I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be casing for a week.
Well, you can also go in before a week. I'm just saying you have a week's time.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I'm just asking,
We now
what did we
know-
do on day one?
you're still doing stuff on day one.
We're still on day
okay.
one.
Yeah.
This is we forwarded to day 2 with the interview with this lady, but that's about it.
That's it. Yeah. So now we're going back to day one.
Yeah.
So for security, because we're just going down the list of everything that's listed here. So for security, go ahead and give me a culture check, or your security would work here. Do you have profession mercenary?
I do.
Go ahead and give me that one.
So it's a culture check or their professions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Your dice is not like
Professions. It doesn't give me a number
rolled
for my
pretty well to
profession. So
start.
what would it be for?
Oh, she
Okay,
doesn't have a
so-
day job, does she?
all her says is it reduce it by 5.
I mean, I don't have a day job.
So I don't know if I can
reduce
roll
the
for that.
DCs of culture and profession mercenary check by 5. We're calling knowledge about military procedures and personnel.
So you'll have to make a culture check because I don't think she has a day job, if I remember correctly.
But I will point out, culture is trained only.
Yeah, but they can make up to a DC 10.
So it's profession, so it doesn't really help them out at all.
I mean, I'm at 11.
So
I got a 24.
24. Okay, you're able to determine that Dayside maintains a stable of 24 security personnel broken into teams of 2 to 4. During off hours, this contingent is reduced by half.
Okay.
There are 4 security guards working the main lobby during operating hours and 2 working the main lobby after hours. Go ahead and give me what was it? You gave me a perception check. What was it?
It's like a 27, I think.
Before was it a 27?
Yes, it was.
Sure.
Okay, because that will affect here apparently now. Because you asked the question at the same time as, and I'm like,
Oh, for looking at
looking at stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That comes into play here, and I didn't see it beforehand. I'm like, I'm looking for it everywhere.
I rolled a 15
So-
and a 12. Yeah.
The building has numerous security cameras. You can easily identify that these cameras can be hacked and disabled. It's going to be a DC 20 to do so. I'm just going to give you the DC to make things nice, and it's going to be they can be hacked individually by an adjacent player, or if you've got remote hacking, which none of you do, or they are monitored by 2 security guards stationed at the security office on the first floor. Also, many of the doors within the building are locked with an electronic lock. Each guard carries a code cylinder, not a key card. It's a cylinder they just have in their hand and they just swipe it. And they carry each employee carries an identity card, which is programmed to unlock doors based upon their responsibilities.
Oh.
And you think you can forge an identity card programmed to access all doors by spending 50 UPBs and making a computer's check for the forgery.
Okay.
That's for one.
That's for one card.
That's all we need.
But
is
we only
one.
need one if we stay in a group.
Okay.
I can easily spend that.
And
yeah.
real quick, there were during the night shift. There's only 4 security guards ever. 2.
There's half.
So there's 12.
12.
12 total
12
in groups of 2 to 4.
2 to
There are 24 security guards.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, 24.
Normally.
Yes.
Normally.
And then
And
during
either in
off
teams
hours,
of
they're
2 or
halved.
4. And in half, it's at night, it's 12 and 2 and 4 teams. Or not 4 teams of 2, but can be 2 teams of 2 to 4.
Right. Well, there's 4 in
There's
stage
2 at the
1,
front desk.
but there's 2 in front
Two at the
desk.
front desk.
During
Can't make that
off
check.
hours.
No, it's totally fine. There's a bunch of things
It's a
going
bunch
on.
of numbers.
Well, I would ask to see if I can make a check to see if I know their scheduling, but I think that would be a computer check to retain that
So
information.
you won't be able to find their scheduling unless you're there all day, and you're going to be very suspicious doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we could have someone
But
just kind of...
If somebody with computers...
Someone with
That's-
disguise or stealth hanging out outside
Yeah.
can probably know when the night crew comes in.
Yep.
Having somebody with a climb and window cleaning gear could scout the whole building and not look super...
Oh, you'd look super weird if you had climb.
Well, I have a climb speed. This is my job. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, if I was Spider-Man, that would be my job in New York. It's New York. Also, I can't fall from the building, and I don't need harness. Like, you'd make $1 billion. I don't know why that's not his job.
He's got
He'd make
a point.
$1 million
And
a
in
year.
something like this, there are creatures that could we
could
probably see that on a
theoretically.
regular day where things are just climbing up walls.
You
and,
can
and
get
like,
gecko gloves at like level 2.
yeah.
Honestly, you don't even
Gecko
need to do
gloves
that.
don't do what you think they do.
I know, but
I looked them up.
I know.
You can just use a jetpack to be like, me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
Like
can use stuff like
someone just climbing up and not having a harness, they're probably like, oh, he's probably like got some special equipment on,
Yeah. My point is, like, if we can forge,
I mean, we do have force souls.
if we can forge that we can forge a fake ID for a fake company. I mean, that's literally half my job. So,
Okay. We'll go to the last one real quick.
but yeah.
Or did you want to spend for the card?
I
Oh,
will
100%.
spend
So
for
go
the
ahead and
card.
make a computer's check for me, please.
Can I aid?
If you want to aid, yes, you can
I
try.
was gonna
I
say,
aid.
Okay.
No, I can't.
oof, you guys are making me
You don't have
question
computers.
if I want to do a soldier or not now.
Soldiers are great. They're
Soldiers
just,
are wonderful.
Listen.
I know they're the fighters.
they're
of,
not
of-
skill
No,
monkeys.
this is
They're
one.
not skill monkeys, but
Yeah.
when the skills they have come into play, it's usually skills other people don't have.
Yeah.
It's true.
And it's weird.
with
I
the
literally
exception
had
of me.
my soldier tame a vine beast
Yeah.
because he had survival and was the only one in the group that had survival.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want you to... Well, he didn't tame it. It was already tame,
We fed him-
but it got loose. And
Yeah.
he had a special vine, and he was able to basically... Come here, boy. Come here, boy.
This thing likes watermelons. Hey, there's watermelon fruit right there. I know it wasn't
We
watermelon.
can
but-
talk later,
Yeah,
but
it
if you
was
want a
different.
skill monkey
But-
and a fighter, go Exocortex Mechanic.
okay.
Yes. Oh, they're so much fun.
Okay.
And then you get a long gun, and you get to do cool shit.
And
Oh.
computers. Okay.
Is it +2 because he's gonna aid?
Someone aided. Okay, so...
Nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
That's 20.
I believe that
So
makes the
that's a
DC.
32.
So you have an identity card.
33. Isn't yours an 11?
10.
Oh, yours is a 9. I'm sorry. I thought one of them was an odd, and I couldn't think.
No, my computer checks is a 10 too.
So you have a identity card that can access all doors.
Oh, wait, it is an 11.
Yeah.
I did not add things right.
Yeah, you told us earlier what they were. That's why.
No, I didn't.
So you have one. Okay.
The short answer is I made a mistake in
Uniforms.
something I had.
Employees of Dayside Inc. wear color-coded uniforms. A player who observes the building for at least an hour and makes a perception check. So go ahead and make perception checks.
All right.
Okay.
Nope.
That is a 19.
Pretty
If a
butterflies.
27 doesn't do it, I give up.
I got a 12.
No. You are able to determine that security guards wear green uniforms with a Dayside mascot on their shoulder, often adding armor plates as needed. Researchers wear purple uniforms with the mascot on the shoulder. Tech and staff and programmers wear pink uniforms with the mascot on the shoulder. Industrial and manufacturing employees wear orange with the mascot on the back. And custodians and maintenance workers wear yellow uniforms with the mascot on the back panel. Executives, PR, and media staff instead wear professional attire and a branded name tag.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a culture or diplomacy check.
Could probably do a diplomacy for you though.
19 culture.
26 culture.
You are able to quickly identify that Dayside's uniforms are regularly laundered at a local drop-off laundry site and are bought at uniform companies that provide them to companies throughout Dressed. Obtaining a uniform from a laundry or uniform company requires a bluff check and 10 credits per uniform. Alternatively, you can steal a uniform with a sleight of hand check, or you can bribe an employee to give them a uniform off record for 50 credits per uniform. The uniforms will give you appropriate checks mechanical checks while you're in the building.
Okay.
And you can wear them over your armor and be fine.
Okay.
What do we want?
I can do sleight of hand. I got a plus 13.
What do we want? That's
Yeah.
the first question.
I hate to say it. I don't think we should go security guards because there's only 12 security guards in. They're gonna catch on real fast.
I-
That
No,
way.
I think custodial.
I thought we were doing
Custodial
custodian.
is what I think
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
I thought we were
I
doing
just wanted
custodian.
Because-
to say, have this said. we want custodial before we do this. So
Right.
we know what
Can we get?
Because then we can do like a push cart and all sorts of shit to throw your
Right.
gun in there, and I think custodial's vastly
Yeah.
better.
And they get so many probably people coming in and out that
Yeah.
they can't keep track of faces.
I was also wondering if you would like to get a second set of like.
So like when we got a snatch and grab,
Okay.
Yeah, so if
That's
we go
also
if
smart.
we go up to use the custodials to get in, and then switch over to like
security to be like, they're
See-
on the 14th floor.
security or executive.
Executives wear their
we're
own
not
attire.
going
Yeah.
to.
I know this where we'll get the
They have a branded name tag.
yeah
And that's
I don't
it.
want to fuck with. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
And that's
we're
not part of-
doing
And that's not part of what you're.
and
where
I don't
you're
think
at
we have
right now.
enough
Your
time to even
uniforms.
come close to try to like to bluff that and make it look like we are
Yeah,
part of this.
So
I
you-
mean,
I don't
I
wanna-
might go with tech.
Tech, okay.
Tech would be a good
Tech
one.
would be a good one.
Yeah.
Pink uniforms, mascot on shoulder, and you're doing
so-
custodians and maintenance workers with this yellow on the back.
Yeah.
right, I
Maintenance.
do have physical science.
I
So
have
I could
computers, so
bullshit
I
my way. I
could
know,
BS as a tech.
and I could bullshit as a researcher if necessary.
Okay.
And
The
also
Stay as a
researcher is what?
custodian.
Purple-
Researchers pink.
pink, yeah.
Okay.
No, researchers are purple. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tech staff is pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do tech.
So,
staff.
so
I could do
doing custodial first, the yellow, and then having a second uniform underneath for if we need it. I mean,
and
it's-
I will go for a
I'm
pink.
going to give you this right now. If you go the normal way and try to just bluff your way, it's 10 per uniform. But if you ask someone to go, I need a yellow uniform, I need a pink uniform, and I need another color uniform, they're probably not going to give you all three.
Yeah.
No,
so we're gonna
I'm
have to probably
definitely
slide a hand a
swiping
few of
mine.
these.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm definitely like
I think that custodial is better because then we can
to
be
start off with.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I,
I actually think it's better if we do have like me in pink, you in purple, and
I agree.
because
I hear what
they'll
Maya
start
is saying.
with, oh, they're a cleaning crew. Okay, time to throw this one in the laundry.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? No. What's going on?
Okay. So, how many uniforms are you getting?
It sounds like each of us are gonna have at least two. So
I am getting 2 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your sleight of hand checks.
Okay. Should have got the gecko gloves. That's what gecko gloves do.
Yeah.
If you're stealing them, make sleight of hand checks.
Okay.
can I ask
So
like
for
out
the
before we
first
go into the
one,
building? Can I
20?
say like, can any of you try to steal
Success,
stuff from me?
1.
Because I ain't no way I'm gonna attempt this.
And 20.
Okay. So, you have the uniforms you want. You can totally steal some for her.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
I got a 18 plus 13.
That succeeds
31.
for the one.
I believe in you.
And that is 19.
What is your second one?
My second one would. My first one is probably the
The first one's the custodian.
custodian. Second
The first
one.
one is always custodial.
The second one would probably be the technician.
Okay.
So
Okay.
19.
The pinks. Yeah, you got that.
You want custodial first?
Yeah.
Yes. And then what?
Just pick whatever one. Avoid the soldier, just because, like I said, it's such a small body staff. They probably know each other's faces.
Probably.
Security. Yeah.
Yeah.
Security, avoid. 20 for...
Okay.
You're consistent!
So, probably industrial.
Okay.
Yeah, industrial.
So,
Thank
for
you.
orange.
Yeah.
So, that's the one you're about to steal.
Yep. Finally, that's a 32 for the
Okay.
industrial.
That succeeds. And what are you doing?
I don't have any of those options. I'd have to spend the 50 or hope that you guys can steal for me.
If you need, I can.
Alright.
I can also lend you some 50.
I have the
I
money.
will
Okay.
steal.
I have.
If I fail to steal, that's on
so
me.
Okay.
I'm at
He
level
can
6.
then use
I have
his
like
credits.
8,000 credits just sitting in my back pocket.
He's not
I'm
wrong.
fine. It's just I don't have sleight of hand or what was the other one?
Bluff.
Bluff. Yeah. I could scare them into giving us.
Okay,
all
good.
of the
I'm glad I'm
uniforms.
not the only.
Give me
one
them all
that's-
now. I'm sorry. Here you go.
That's what I was thinking.
He's not that kind of operative.
Yeah,
Me
I'm a
and
bully
Asaph
operative.
Are those kind of
Yeah.
operative.
If I can
I-
scare them into giving me
Okay,
the
what
stuff,
roll?
then I could do that. But
Just so you are
13.
aware, when I operative
How about you try
bully,
and steal his
I have a
second,
plus
and I'll
21 to
steal-
intimidate.
oh
Okay.
jeez.
And I
Purple.
can
Custodian.
re-roll it
Purple one?
once per day with an additional plus 2 on
Okay,
top.
so that's over.
That's
30.
my job.
19 plus 13.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you guys have all your uniforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll need
So that
to
was-
make some more
10
cards,
per?
but you do not have to make them to access. You can just make the cards. They won't cost
The
you anything. ID badges, because
yes.
every employee needs one.
Right.
Yeah.
But theirs won't do anything unless you spend the money.
No, sorry, I'm not doing that
That's
again.
fine.
Okay.
I don't exactly have the greatest computers.
We shouldn't divide up either. So
And we shouldn't. So, yeah, I will.
What?
I mean,
I think
the
we
idea
should
of being
divide
like,
the
oh,
party.
there's
Come on,
3
you guys.
floors.
You should come up with a name that's not your name.
Oh, Green. Just call me Green.
Okay.
That is such a not Vesk name, but okay.
Did you guys want to go on the tour? 50 credits apiece?
I think it would be worth
Yeah.
it just so we have a kind of a layout of what we're
Who does
getting
not
into.
have 50 credits?
I do not have 50
They don't.
credits.
I have 50 credits. I have
I-
186.
I will
I have-
spend for Isif.
I have 39 credits, unless I can bluff my way into the.
No.
You're paid for.
So the
So we
I'm very much like
stole all the uniforms. We didn't pay for any of them.
no.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
they
Great.
were not paid for at all.
So you guys take one of the public tours that are offered. The tour explores the lobby under the guidance of a fast-talking tour guide, and then you stop at Brilliance, the cafeteria on the 5th floor, for food and beverages.
Yum yum.
30 minutes later, the tour heads back downstairs to the gift shop, and then you are then escorted out of the building. You don't find out a lot of information utilizing this tour, other than finding out that there is a cafeteria on the 5th floor. It opens out on a patio, but you already knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario.
I
should get some cake.
So we went
if we need
tour
to,
and then we went
we
up
can
to the
just
5th floor.
So the
directly.
tour is just the opening lobby, and then it's directly to the 5th floor. There was no key card, nothing to get to the 5th floor.
and we're thinking it was 60
And then you went to
feet,
the cafeteria,
Okay.
roughly.
roughly. It's 65 feet.
Okay, but it's more than 50 feet.
Yeah, it's more than
less
50
than
feet cable.
100. Because I don't remember if this crap. 500 per 10 feet. That's adamantine. I don't need that.
Okay, that's all the
Titanium.
knowledge. That's all the knowledge
Okay,
gathering.
5 for 10 feet. Let's get 70 feet. 5 times 7 is
35.
35.
Make all your purchases you want now, before you go, because that's all the information you need to gather. You've made all your checks. You're doing fine.
All right, and I'm assuming for the custodian job, they'll have all the equipment ready for us. I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
May want to pay to have the weapon glamored, though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay someone to try to sneak that weapon in, or let us get by without the weapon.
He'll need to glamour it. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know what the level of the weapon is, because he's got 2. He's got a Dashko and a light reaction cannon. They're not small.
So I'm gonna probably actually only bring one weapon up, and I'll probably bring the Dashko up.
Okay.
Just because it will be easier to glamour
The
than.
Dashko is a level 1, I believe, so it's just 100 credits.
Yeah. So I will forgo the big heavy auto rifle and just go with the Dashko, because it literally looks like a stick. We can probably make that into a mop or something.
Yeah.
It's a stick until it turns
Lights up and turns into a
on.
lightsaber
Glamored is
axe.
2,300 creds.
How?
Level 1. Yeah, Glamored Fusion, 2,300 creds. Looking at it right now.
That's
well,
pricey.
Level 1? It's a level 1 fusion.
Yeah, level 1, CRB, 2,300.
Do you have that attached to anything?
No.
Okay, because it costs based on the level. If the Dashko is a level 1 weapon, it doesn't cost 2,300 to put a thing on.
Do they have
All right, hold on. Let me add something random. Let me add a tactical baton.
Starfinder equipment. What kind of Dashko is it?
Tactical.
Just give me a minute to find it.
Flame? Is it
Oh, you're right.
Flame Dashko.
Ember Flame?
You are correct. 120 creds.
120 credits. Yeah, it's just 120 credits to put that on your weapon. Do you have it?
I do not. I used 50 of it too,
okay.
so I'm just shy.
It's totally fine.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'm shy
so-
by 10.
I can give you 10 credits.
Okay.
Since he paid for
All right. So I'm going to get a tactical switchblade.
Okay. So yours is glamored. It looks like anything you want. We'll assume it's going to be a mop
Yep.
until you activate it. Or attack with it, technically activate it. And then it turns back and the glamour is disabled for a minute.
Okay.
And then it just automatically comes back on.
Okay. Sweet. I'm holding a mop now, you guys.
Yeah.
Fear my mop.
Okay. You two with your phones up, are you buying anything else?
It's stupid that thing
Yeah,
costs
I
so
don't think-
much for what it gives.
Anything that I need.
What?
Conceal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What is it? Your knife?
The tactical switchblade. Yeah, it literally is the same weapon as my survival knife.
Just
It's operative. It's analog. It just adds conceal to it,
Oh.
which makes it level 3 and 1,300 credits.
Rather than like
wow.
10? What's the survival knife? 100?
Survival knife is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are finishing up your purchasing, we're going to continue on.
Yep.
Because I want to. There's a point I want to get before we take our first break.
95 for the survival knife.
Okay, so there's going to be a few ways you guys can attempt to complete your mission inside Dayside Inc. We are assuming you are doing it after hours during the cleaning shift.
Yes.
But what you'll need to do is, very at least, you'll need to deal with security cameras, some of the employees, and how you'll gain entry into the building. So let's start with gaining entrance, because that's where we want to go with. There are 4 main ways to enter Dayside Inc. The front entrance, the emergency exits, the loading bay, or the cafeteria patio on the 5th floor. What do you guys want to do?
Can I make either a perception check to know what location the staff enter in, so it looks
The
better?
staff all enter into the front door no matter what.
Okay, so can we try to figure out what time they enter in? Because we can probably just camouflage our way in.
There's not like an influx of them. They just go in.
Can it go in and out, in and
yeah.
out? Okay. It's not like a typical work schedule where you just get a flood of employees. So at this,
It's kind of like Walmart. The employees go in.
Yeah, it's probably like you have 4 cleaners, and then 2 hours later you get 4 more cleaners,
Yeah.
and then 2 hours later 4 more, and then eventually they go home, they go home, they go home.
Yeah.
So you have, they're not all cleaning at the same time, and therefore done at the same time. So there's a gap of entrance.
Yeah.
That's how I would do it. But
The guys that probably come in latest are the ones that do the public areas. So that way they have the public out and
Yeah.
they clean later and they're out later, so that area is clean.
yeah, it's probably like the people who are responsible for cleaning, like the executive. 90,
I'm assuming
90 to
if we go
80
in
probably
through-
come in first.
yeah, now that I think
Get
about
all
it,
that done and over with. And
if we go in through the front entrance, then we'll have to lie our way through because they're not going to just let people
So?
in.
Yeah, we have cards. That's
Okay.
that's
cards.
why.
Oh,
we
that's
bought
right, the
those.
cards. Whatever you guys want to do.
Front entrance.
Yeah.
Front entrance. Okay,
Like I
cool.
said, there's a reason why we swipe 2 uniforms apiece.
It's true.
They are going to see us as cleaning crew.
Yep. But then when we get up to the higher levels,
And
it's never
when
mind.
it's like, there are people here that are not cleaning crew. Oh. Well, that goes in the laundry chute.
Yep.
Real quick, I'm
What?
assuming everyone has a comm stick on them. I'm assuming that's
Like
the
comm? Yeah,
yeah.
personal comm.
okay,
Yeah.
comm unit, just in
Okay.
case if we happen to get separated, we have a way to contact each other.
Yes, I have a personal comm.
So when you guys go in, you are entering in through the front door, and you must talk to the 2 security guards that are there, and there is also a distracted janitor, and there are security cameras. There's just some stuff here. So I need. I'm going to give you the totals you have now. For your uniforms, you have a +4 on all bluff and stealth checks inside the building. Write that down. I'm not going to account for it.
Someone will write it down, and I don't have to. I didn't bring my notebook. I been trying to avoid reaching into this, so I'm not disrupting the stream.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine.
write on it. We have pencils. There's a.
Yeah, we
That
literally
is
have.
my D&D notebook, so I cannot use
Okay.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry, AJ. We literally have a box of
30 of
pencils.
them. Okay, so
Damn. Never mind.
as you go through, you guys are just gonna like show your cards, walk on through, and then swipe into the elevator.
Okay.
So go ahead and either give me a bluff, diplomacy, disguise, intimidate, or stealth. Don't give me that look.
I was like, that's an option?
Yeah.
Intimidate. I'm gonna try to go with intimidate because I have
I'm
that
gonna
skill.
go with bluff.
Okay. Remember, your bonuses are only to stealth and bluff, nothing else.
Nice.
See what my stealth.
That will be a 32 bluff.
Success.
26.
Success.
okay, that'll be 19 bluff.
Bluff. Are you including the +4?
Yes. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
I'm scared to intimidate though, because if I intimidate, that generally is a negative. There's a lot of negative side effects to that.
Nah, go ahead.
No,
You're right.
not in this case.
Oh. 14.
14. Okay. You guys kind of make it through. They give you a weird side eye, and they're like, and they look at you, and they're like, sure, whatever. Hold on, I gotta write something down here real quick.
I mean, do I need to use distraction option 1?
No.
Huge tracts of land.
Vast tracts of land.
Those are
You're
the
laughing, but no, that literally is her distraction option 1.
Oh, really?
We have a short that has well over 1,000 views. That's not the largest mountains on Vesk. These are.
So her entire backstory is she was a gymnast originally on Castroville. She's a bastard half-elf. As a gymnast, her mom accepted her because, hey, I've got a really cool, good little gymnast. Then she got her female body. She took a lot after her human side.
It's really hard to be a gymnast when you're top heavy.
Yeah.
Think Dolly Parton, but 4'5".
No, she's higher. She's taller than that. Half elf, she's tall.
I don't know how tall
But
is she?
again, it's still
She might be tall
vast
as Dolly.
tracts. Yeah, vast tracts of land. She has absolutely no shame in using them.
Okay.
There is literally one game where I'm like, yep, she just had a nipple slip.
Okay. As you guys are going through, you're going to the first set of floors, which is 40th floor. As you are getting there, you guys are, like, you get out and there's just kind of trash everywhere. There's a large mess that fills the hallway. There are a pair of custodians who are complaining because one is accusing the other of causing the mess. And the other one's like, no. It was those 2 security guards. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I totally believe that. Can you believe that? Those security guards don't ever clean up, and they just start, like, complaining about the security guards. Yeah. So there's a few ways you can get past these custodians. Well, let me rephrase that. There are a number of ways you can get past these, but you must tell me your plan, and I must tell you the check.
Okay. I mean, get back to work!
Yeah, right.
That is obviously his.
I just start. I do like
I
do
mean,
at
if
home.
that's how you want to go.
Well, I have children, and that's what I do. I just start doing it, and then I just fucking feign, like, God damn it! Why am I the only one that has to do this shit by myself every time?
If that's the plan you want to go, I would like an intimidate check.
Sure.
If you would like to try to aid, because
Yeah,
you also
would you
have
like
intimidate.
I will aid you.
I'll
definitely.
attempt to aid that.
There we go. I aid him.
That's 17 plus
I do
12
not aid.
plus 2. That's 30 something.
Yeah, no, you're, it's just like, sorry,
And
yeah,
for
sorry.
the record, I'm also throwing into those stupid fucking security guards. Like,
Yeah,
I'm totally on their
Yeah,
side, but
yeah.
also we got a job to do. We
Yeah,
get paid to do this.
yeah. You got to get the job done. Someone's got to do it. It's gonna be you.
Yeah.
You were hired for it. But you can definitely complain about it the entire time.
I'd be like, yeah. Listen, next time you see those security guards, maybe you should just like steal something of theirs.
Jensen tried that. He was fired.
Oh well.
We do different
the trick
things
is to not
here.
be caught on camera.
The trick is you clean out the refrigerator,
Make sure their
And
food's
take
along
their
with
drink.
it. Yeah.
Ooh, I've never done that one before. That's a good
There's
one.
there's got to be a cat race. Like just do that cat
There
race.
are
milk.
pata.
I know, but it's like you gotta
Oh.
do cat milk. Yeah. Horrible things. Like there was I'm gonna go off on a 2-minute tangent, but there was a fanfic I read a long time ago. It was based off of the milk drinking from
Star Wars.
Which one?
No, he only drinks the blue milk or whatever it was in the,
Yeah.
in the
In
actual
the second
movie.
movie.
Yeah,
In the
but there's a
second-
fanfic about Wookiee milk, which is why you,
Why Han Solo stays around?
yeah, it's terrible. It's an Omegaverse type shit.
Pretty
but
sure
it
it's not,
it
like,
was
slash fiction?
Why? Because you never see, with the exception of one scene, you never see Han Solo eat or drink anything. You never
Okay.
do. But he's the largest of the cast outside of the Wookiee. But there's a life debt that Chewbacca owes him. And in my brain, like, it was weird. That made me think of Wookiee milk. And I was like, let's do a cat and do weird shit. But that was my 2-minute
You can only skin a Wookiee once.
Well, yeah.
Just remember that. This is stuck in my head.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are able to get past it. I need another check to try to avoid being noticed as you guys are going through.
Yeah, is this stuff?
How are you trying to travel? Are you trying to travel stealthily? Just straight up, brusquely, like, I'm here, I'm moving, I know what I'm doing, leave me alone?
Do they have...
They do have cameras.
Well, no. Do the two guys that we
You're
were
past
just
those two
interacting
guys.
with, I know, but do they have implementations? Do they have like a custodial push card? Or do they have
Yeah, they've got brooms
something
and all that
that we
stuff,
can gank, kind of.
No, you can't take theirs.
Oh, okay. I was trying out. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to do my best to not be seen.
Okay. I'll need a stealth check from you.
That's fine.
If you're, and what else? What else are you guys doing?
I've got a broom in my hand, so
Okay.
mop in my hand, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm mopping, like as I'm mopping, like go to
Okay.
the destination that I need
God.
to.
Go ahead and give me a
Are
bluff
you
check.
serious? That's an 18.
That's
That include the +4?
Nope, that would be a 22.
Okay, remember that, because I'm not going to.
So I apologize.
29 stealth.
Okay.
19.
Nice.
Casey, do you need to take this?
No.
20.
20, and what was your total?
19.
19. Okay, fantastic. And does that include the +4? Okay.
Excuse me.
I wrote it down. I don't know why I didn't remember to add that. Because that does kind of make her stealth obscene.
Same.
Okay.
I mean, not like it's not already obscene.
Sorry, I'm looking. There's a lot of things going on. Okay, so you
Good.
guys are able to get to the server room.
Ooh, we need to be here,
wonder-
right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm only gonna send you to where you need to be, so don't
Okay.
worry about it. So this server room is a massive server farm taking up a 50 by 50 foot room with servers reaching into the 20-foot ceiling. The server room is locked, requiring either a code cylinder or identity card, which you have, and you just pop in, no issues. Perusing the room's massive data centers for the required survey records takes some time. Sifting through the data, which covers hundreds if not thousands of planets, requires either a computer's check or a physical science check. Now, this is important. Only one person can make the check at a time because failure is a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to make the check?
So my physical science is 12.
Okay, my computer's is 11.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Now, here's my
I
question.
Can't assist you, although.
No one can assist you, but he can assist him.
And that's fine. And we can keep cleaning and back up.
So, do you want to do computers or physical science?
Okay, so I can be assisted
By him.
Yes.
by him. He has
Yeah.
computers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody can
Well,
assist me at
yeah,
physical
yeah. There's
science.
only a single person making the check because multiple checks mean things bad happening.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that
Well, I understand
Yeah.
no one else has physical science
Yeah.
to aid you.
Yeah.
So, do you want to aid me in computers?
Aid you.
Man,
What is your computers?
He aids.
10.
It's a 9.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
that's
you're
what
an
it is.
auto aid.
No, computers are 10. Sorry.
You're still an auto aid.
So 13 plus
13 plus
an 11.
11, 24.
Not bad.
Okay, you are able to find the data on the first try. Now I gotta find some important. I gotta go down here. You find Bisserel's survey data. That's the first person that was a Rikichi.
Yes.
You find a link in their data and Dr. Evanine Joswin's seismology research. Dr. Joswin was often sent to the field on worlds surveyed, which displayed resource markers for rare kinds of brittle metals. The survey data doesn't include information on construction of a weapon, nor plans to make one. So you are able to get the information and get out. Here's the data. There's a lot of information here. The data contains survey records for hundreds of planets, including resource information on each planet over several years, often charting individual planetary resources over time. Date codes indicate that the first surveys were undertaken years before Bisserel was hired, and that they continued for several years after their incarceration in the Adamantine Bastille. Dozens of different surveyors participated in these efforts. While planetary surveys are still ongoing, they currently happen with far less frequency than in the previous years. Okay.
Okay. Big information dump. How much of that do we need to remember?
Nothing other than the potentiality that it seems like they found what they're looking for.
That's fair.
Right.
Okay. Now you're going to head off to the chem labs
Yep.
on the 65th floor.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to make another check based on how you're doing this. Let's go ahead and have one person make the check and other people try to aid them.
Okay.
Since you're all staying together as a group.
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing?
Check?
However we want to go.
How are you going through the halls?
are
are
we being
you-
stealthy?
Are you going to try to stealth?
Are we being loud, brash?
Oh
and-
no, stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Unseen. So whoever's got the highest
Unseen.
stealth bonus, probably that
Okay.
guy over there. Well, no, probably not, because
I rolled a 2.
not.
For stealth.
No, your stealth, buddy.
What's your
my,
stealth
my stealth
total?
is 14.
Yeah, mine's a 12.
I'm a 17.
Okay, so probably have this guy do it, and have those who aid. So he auto aid, you auto aid.
I'll
Go
roll.
ahead and roll.
I aid.
Okay.
Nice.
2, 4, 6,
So-
10.
Yeah.
It's probably like
30.
All right. Let me tell you. With all the aids, if I roll a 1, it's a 28.
Then don't bother rolling. Sorry, if it's a minimum 28, don't bother rolling. We're just gonna hand wave that because there's no need to. Okay. You get to the chem labs. The Dayside Inc.'s chemical labs are a typical clean space as standard in most science and tech-based consumer operations with data-driven results collated in linked computer systems. There are Tier 2 computers, and you'll need to use the identity card to bypass the security protocols, and allows direct access to the files inside. So I don't think you need to make the check. You have, because you don't need a hack, you have the key card. Sorry, that was a weird way of phrasing that. You're going through the data here. Okay. You gain access to the computer. You can look for data regarding the solvent polyecotane. According to the data, polyecotane is a solvent used for working with especially brittle materials or for very precise work. In this case, in conjunction with a host of other solvents, polyecotane was being used to refine a specific physical material, some kind of rare mineral that was incredibly fragile and impossible to work with in a raw state. However, the mineral is never named and is not present in any lab samples. Polyecotane and the associated solvents were part of something called Project Dawn. However, all further data on Project Dawn is classified, other than it being headed by Dayside CEO Lou Bose. As you guys are working on this, a male summer-born Riforian technomancer comes over in a lab coat. And you realize this is Karazen. the person that you remember hearing about in your debriefing. Do you remember that?
The one who wants out.
Yeah.
The one who wants out.
Yep.
Okay. Let me take a look here. He comes over and says, "Hey, I don't know if I know you. You do look like custodian crew. Why are you accessing the computer?"
We're with the
You're
society.
Give me a moment.
We're here to get you
You
out.
specifically state that there is something I have to specifically look for, because it's like if it says if they identify as Starfinders, go here.
Uh-oh.
Have any of you played scenario 2-10?
Oh, shit.
Not with this character.
Corporate interests. It's an older one, obviously.
I know. She's got A2, but it's not 2-10.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intimidate check, please, because you don't care about the other ones. Well, actually, what's your bonuses on that?
17. I'm at plus 17.
Oh, then you get a +2 for mentioning yours from the Starfinders, so it doesn't matter. You get it. It's a DC 19. There's nothing you can do. He's like, are you here to like exfiltrate me?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Fantastic.
part of what we're here
Fantastic. Okay. So, hold on. I gotta get the information. He's like, okay, here's my ID card. Also, I don't know if you know this. So this will access the lab computers. Also, there is a secret lift in the CEO's
Like
Office?
Like a freight
office.
elevator.
Yes, and it goes down to the other lab.
Oh,
Other lab.
good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's let me see what I have to read here. So he's been reporting directly to the executive board, often to Lubos himself, and has been going into what they call nightside labs. Lubos' secret laboratory where they are conducting foul necromantic experiments off the record. I don't like what I've seen there, as it reminds me of the extra legal activities my former employer Frozen Trove was operating in. I suspect the CEO won't let me leave alive, and I've begun to look for ways to get out of here. I'm grateful you answered my call. Let's see here.
Of course, we never leave a good man behind.
He states that the access to the secret lift is hidden beneath the fish tank in the office.
On the
Okay.
90th floor.
In his office.
On
the 90th floor, yeah,
CEO's
in the
office,
CEO's,
okay.
CEO's
You
office.
said his office, and I was
Sorry.
like,
yeah, that's totally fine.
his office as in the CEO,
No.
or his office as in the doctor, the scientist?
Additionally, he tells you that the CEO has been experimenting with Karazin's old KBLD collars and is using them to control mindless undead.
Yep.
An application that I didn't foresee. So yeah, there's that.
Hey, free labor is free labor, I guess.
Well, let's talk about how necrographs work.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to mind control the
yeah.
entire population.
Or, well, whoever gets him, yeah.
So
whoever
And
gets
if
the
he
necrograph.
offers, like, hey, your first minor necrograft is free, like, oh, you're missing a hand, or you're missing a tendon, or, yeah.
So we're going to take a small break right now. We're going to come back in 10 minutes, so that's going to be 8:59. And just so that we can come back and have a lot of more time, we're going to go back to the CEO's office and figure out what's going on.
This fellowship, we may round it up to an even 9.